Okay, so we're live now. So what we'll do, we'll just start, I'll just go through and set this database up. So I've run the DB migrate. I'm just going to run these next steps about installing Capybara, RSpec, and Cucumber. What did you get up to with your reading? You read through the whole spec?
Sorry?
Where did you get up to with your reading? Did you manage to read through the whole assignment?
Yeah, it only likes this. And you?
Yeah, I think I've read through most of it. All right, so I'm just testing RSpec and Cucumber are both installed now.
Cool.
All right, so I think RSpec failed, but I think that's just...
I'm afraid you have to run the prepare the database for testing. Something like this. Terminal.
Okay, the reg DB test prepare. Yeah, that's it.
Yep, seems cool.
Okay, so that's better. Okay, so we don't actually have any features yet. So from the instructions, they've given us 3 scenarios to put in. So they've got a link to a pastebin site. So I'm just going to grab that now and create
but
those features.
There is the first part that says that we should add some fields on the database.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we can start with that. Now, would you like to? Yeah, would you like to drive first?
Okay, I can do the part 1. Okay.
Okay.
Let me try this. So for the first part on this assignment, we need to add the movies. We have some hint here. I just found some help here. I made something. Or is it? Okay, I have this Rails generate command to run on the terminal to have. It seems good to you. Just use this command to generate the table on the movies table.
Yeah, look, run it, and it should create the migration for us, and we'll just have a look at the migration file, and see what it does. All right, so under DB migrate, we've got to add director to movies. Yeah, we've got add column to movies director string. That looks right to me.
Okay. Now we have to run again reg db and migrate, right? To have the.
That's right.
And also we have to run again a reg db test for.
Yeah, test
we
migrate.
Have to prepare
that's it.
Okay. I'm afraid that's pretty much for part one.
Yeah, I think that's it. Now it does actually
It's
say
straightforward.
remember to add director to the movie params as well in the movies controller.
Okay, let's add it. So movie params in the movie controllers. Gotta go to app controllers, movie controllers.
This is for the strong params for when we're creating and updating. That'll be on line 4 of the movies controller. So what this does is when you try and either update or create a new movie, it only allows the parameters in this list to actually be
Here?
saved to the database. Yeah, that's it. We just need to add another one there for director.
What?
That's it.
Why do we need to add on this? Sorry?
This is called Stronger in Rails 4, or it's enabled by default in Rails 4 at least anyway. The only parameters that are allowed to be, or the only fields that are allowed to be updated to the database from the controller is this list and this permit list here. So if we didn't add director to this, we wouldn't be able to update it from our either update or create actions.
Okay.
So if you look down at the
I was following
so it uses this movie params method in the update and the create actions of the controller. So when you go to create or update, it will only allow those fields we've listed in that permit. Yeah.
Okay, got it. I was quite confused with this because I didn't saw that on the instruction for the Kindle book.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, if we didn't add that director in when we went to save the movie, even if we had say director in the form, it wouldn't actually save the database because it's not in this list. So it'd save
Okay.
title, rating, and description, but not anything else.
Cool. Okay, so that's pretty much one. Also, what I have to do here. Okay, remember it for one.
All right. Would you like me to drive the next part? I'll set up these Cucumber features.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Now there's just a link to Pastebin, so I'm just going to copy that straight into a features file. So I'll create a new features file. Search for movies by director. Just pasted that straight in from Pastebin. So if we run Cucumber now, all right, so we're supposed to work our way through this and basically try and fix the red parts by doing RSpec as well. So we'll get it to fail in Cucumber, create a spec in RSpec, and try and get it to pass there and work our way through each bit. Now in Cloud 9, I think our consoles are tied together, so I can't actually scroll up or down. So I might just create a new one so I can actually see this thing. Just run Cucumber again. Okay, so in Cucumber, it's saying we've got some undefined steps. Okay, so in the Cucumber feature, the first thing is part of the background part where it says, given the following movies exist. All right. Was it homework 4 where we had to create the extra Cucumber steps? So if I create a new step definitions, I'll call it movie steps. All right, we need to try and match that. Create a step for that one.
Okay.
So I'm just I'm on the movie steps RB file now. I'm going to try and make a step that's actually going to match that one. Sorry, what happened there? This is similar to the, I think it was homework 3 where we did the same sort of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much similar.
All right, so I'll try and run that Cucumber again. See if we can pass that first bit now. Oh, no, in there as well.
It's fading.
Okay, so we've gotten past the background scenario now, the background part of that feature. All right, saying, so the next bit is saying when I go to the edit page, it says we've got to add a path in for that. All right, do you want to try and drive this part? Or do you want me to go for a little bit longer?
Can you please go keeping the driving for this part?
Okay, sure, I'll keep going. All right, so what it's saying is under the under features, there's a support folder and paths file. All right, so we need to define what we mean by the edit page. All right, so it's already got one here where it says when it's the home page. So we need to create another one here for when it's the edit page and to say where to go to.
Okay. So how do we get to this page?
Sorry. We just need to define the path. So we can do it by regex again. So where's the, can't find mapping to the edit page. All right, so we just have to take this information here. So I'm looking at my console. Maybe you can't see that, but so in Cucumber, it's saying can't find the mapping from the edit page for Alien to a path. All right, so we need to change that into a mapping. So if I all right, then we need to make that into the edit page somehow. Now that's going to be the title. So what are we going to do there? So we need to find out. I'll create another method so we can break this down a bit. It's the case there. So
what about running the application and getting the URL for the movie? Ah, no, it's general. Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, I missed what you said there.
I just got confused with something, and just go ahead.
Okay, all right, sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to think the best way to do this. So
Can we use the helpers, the roads helper here?
which helper? Sorry, say that again. A which helper?
I was saying that are we allowed to use the helper roads helper here, and you're using it, so I think it's okay, but I'm not sure exactly how to do this. I'm afraid we'll have
Okay,
to
sure.
make some.
Need to do movie. I was going to do find by title, but I don't think we can use that anymore. I'm just going to have a quick look on the Rails documentation on how to do a. We want to find. Into where. Right, so I'm just on the paths file. Can you see what I've done there? So we want to go to movie path, which comes from which is from our routes. So that should just take us to our detail page. And we want to do this regex is going to is going to pull back the title. So from Cucumber, where it's saying the edit page for Alien. So we want to get that title. Search for the movie with that title, and only get the first one. So hopefully that's it. Let's run it again and see what happens. Okay, so I think we're getting somewhere now. I think we're past that first bit now. All right, so now it's saying the next part we're missing. It's saying, and I fill in director with Ridley Scott. Okay, it's saying it's unable to find the field director on that view. Okay, all
Okay,
right. Would you
we
like to
have.
drive this next part?
Okay, I can. So we have to edit the views on the edit for movies,
Yeah, so
right?
that's
We
right.
have to do something. Not too many close. Mm,
So that'll be on the edit view. We need to
yeah,
add a field for director.
it's gonna be an input. It's gonna be something like this. I'm gonna add this at the end. So it shows
Yeah,
the.
you've still got title here. You probably need to change that to director as well. Yeah, that looks right.
Okay, let's try out. God.
All right, so I'll run Cucumber again, see what we got to.
Okay, bringing up the application.
Okay, it's still saying it's unable to find that director field.
You.
When I go
We
to
don't
edit
have any
page and I fill in director unable.
movie here. Okay. I'm afraid we have to run the seat.
Okay, yes, maybe we didn't run the DB seed. Okay, so I'll do that. So rake DB seed. Try that again, Cucumber. Okay, it's still saying, and I fill in the director, unable to find field director.
Okay, UI looks good. It's being shown the director input text, but not sure what exactly is failing it. Any idea?
Yeah, it's still saying it can't find that director field. Not sure why. It looks right to me, unless it's just like a
Okay.
typo or something. Do we need capitals? Not sure.
No. Okay. Uh, um, I'm pretty much confused with this. What the hell is going on here? Hmm.
Sorry, where are you now?
I'm trying to figure out why exactly is failing this. So this step is implemented on the web step, right?
You're in web steps.
Um, so I something. I feel something in the directory. So is this?
No, I think the web steps is okay. It just can't find that field for some reason.
Do you know which
Let me,
which the locator for this? Is this or the name of this element? The field?
yeah, so your voice is cutting in and out. I couldn't catch that last one.
I mean, web steps follow. Which criteria follow web steps to find the tech link? That I mean, if it's the ID of the or the name of the HTML element.
Yeah, I think the web steps file is okay. I don't think we need to change that.
Yeah. Okay.
So where is it going? Does it tell us which file, which view it's looking at? I thought it would have been that web steps. I filled in there. Yeah, I'm not sure why that one's not working. It looks okay to me.
Directory. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and inspect directory.
Okay, so you've changed it to capitals.
Yeah. Inspector movie. I'm not sure what. Take a look at this. The ID element for this is movie director. So maybe we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. That's the ID field.
This is unable
Still
to
not
locate
finding
this
that.
element. So, any idea how to solve this problem? I mean,
Yeah, well, look, I mean, when I was so have you made any changes in the web steps, or that hasn't been changed?
no, no.
No? Okay.
I'm afraid we have.
Yeah, when I was
I'm
doing
afraid
my practice run, it found it just yeah, I just added that field in and it found it okay. So I'm not sure why it's not finding it now, unless there's a typo or something somewhere. Web step 60. All right, do you mind if I have a drive for a little while?
Okay.
I'll just see if I can. So what I think the idea is we're meant to create some aspects as well. All right, so what I'll do, I'll create under the spec folder, I'm creating a views folder and then a movies folder. I'll create a new file for this edit. So if we can get this to work through RSpec. A spec to say it has director field. So that works now. So it was spec use new edit. Cannot load Rails helper. Is that a typo then? Oh, sorry, that's underscore. Undefined method it. Oh, need a do. Okay, so we need to actually set up a okay, so it's in that director field.
Still failing.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it looks not sure what we've done wrong there. I don't know. Um, as far as I can see, the field is there. It's saying it can't see it on that view.
I'm not sure as well, but oh shit, this is confusing.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's a little bit. That's very annoying. Stuck on this one little thing instead of getting anywhere. Um, Hopefully it's looking at the right field, so it's going to edit. Why can't it see that? Look, I'll start the Rails server and see if we can actually browse to it. able to give us any ideas? Maybe there's a typo somewhere and that view's not coming up at all or something.
So I have an idea. So we are looking for the text input element on the name, right? So what about if we change the name on the view? We can find a way to force to change the name to just directory.
Yeah, I'm just
Not
looking at the app now. So I've run the development server, and I'm just looking at the edit page. Oh, I know what it might be. I think our paths, maybe we're going to the wrong page there. Yeah,
well.
okay, maybe that's it. So
Okay, we
we've
can
we've
run.
told it in our paths file. So how do I say that?
Edit movie.
Edit maybe
Yeah,
path.
I'm afraid we
What if we do
scrapped
that?
that.
Edit maybe path. Okay, all right, there we go. Okay, so the path was wrong. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I see.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
I saw
that
it.
was just difficult then. Okay, would you like to have a drive of the next part? So what we've got to do now is we've got to create this undefined step now, so where it says the director of Alien should be Ridley Scott. Do you want to have a go at doing that one?
Okay. So on the final step, we have to add this
All right,
step.
so yeah, we'll have to create a new, so under movie steps, if you create a new step under there that's going to match that step.
Something like this, right? Oh, I just want to make sure that the mapping is being corrected. So it's pushing, but it's not implemented, right? So the director.
Yeah.
Oh, uh, I have an idea to implement this. I had to look for this movie on the database and then compare against this.
The
That
director. Yeah, so what we need to do is you need to, so this first part is going to be the title. All right, so you need to look up the movie by the title. All right, which you've already done in paths. Okay, so if you look at paths, that's what we're doing here. We're looking up the movie by title there.
Yeah, correct.
So,
Something like this on this, right?
yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then
It's gonna be
um,
title.
yeah, well, that looks right to me. And then you want to do an expect. Oh yeah, sorry, with using. Yeah, sure. Title first. Yeah, that looks right. And then you want to do an expect. Yeah, movie.director equal to your arg2 there.
Be
Yeah, to be or to equal. Yeah, that looks right.
something like this.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, let's try out.
All right, so I'll run Cucumber again, see how we went. Okay, I think it's comparing object IDs rather than the value of the string because you've used B. Do you want to change your B to EQL?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll run that again. No, same thing. I think it needs to be just EQL. It's comparing object IDs rather than the value still.
EQL.
EQL. Yeah, that's it. So run that again. Yeah, okay, so that's better. So we've done that first scenario now. That's all green.
So, okay.
All right, so we're going to start the second scenario. All right, and it's saying, so the first one it's failing is it's saying can't find the path for the details page for Star Wars. So back in the paths page again, we basically need to do the same thing, but this time instead of saying the edit page, we need to say the detail page.
Okay. You. Something like this, right? But we should be changing
Yeah.
the
I think you can just.
mapping.
Yeah, so you need to change the edit to detail and remove the edit underscore.
And here we have to change for show. Or not.
I think it's just movie path. Yeah, movie underscore path.
Let's check it out on the road.
Yeah, I think.
Right road. So this is gonna run which controller here? Oh.
Yes, I'm just looking at rate routes now, and it just says movie.
It's just movies.
So yeah, so for the show, it's just movie underscore path. Yeah, so that looks right. So I'll save that and write Cucumber. No, it didn't. So it's still saying can't find mapping from the details page. Given I am on the details page. Oh, okay, it's details with an S in the regex.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks better. So I'll run it again.
Okay, it's working.
Yeah, okay, all right. So now it's saying want to follow find movies with same director. Okay, now that's so we need to add a link on that details page. All right, do you want me to drive this next part?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so from the Cucumber, we need to add a find movies with same director link on that view, on the detail view, which is show. All right, so if I add a new link, um, so I'm just going to copy the text from Cucumber just so the link has
Yeah.
the same text. All right, now we don't actually have a route or a controller action for this yet, so I'm going to make one up. Not going to work. Maybe. All right, we'll see if we can add that in. Okay, find movies same director. Okay, so we need to create a new route and a controller action that's gonna match this.
Yeah.
All right, so in routes, so if I run Cucumber now, what's going to happen? It'll just say it doesn't know what that is. Yeah, okay, so it's saying undefined method similar movie path because we haven't added that to our routes yet. All right, so if I'm going to the routes file, I need to add a new route under movies resource. I think that's right. All right, so if I run rake routes again, all right, so now we've got the similar movie route. So back in show, so that should give us the similar movie path. We don't have a controller action for it yet. So I'm just running Cucumber again. We should get an error message about Yeah, okay, so we don't have similar, the action similar could not be found in movies controller, which is what we thought.
Okay.
All right, now this is where we want to get back into RSpec again to create this action. So under the spec folder, I'm going to create a controllers folder and create a new file for movies. Controller spec. To describe get similar. All right, now how do we do this? How do we do? I just want to say it is a valid action. So get similar. I don't know if I've done that right. I'm going to try and run RSpec now. So controllers should, no, syntax error. If I missed a, okay. Try it again. No. Uninitialized constant RSpec. Have I just spelled that wrong? Capital S. No route matches action similar. I thought we did the route.
You should be adding the method to the movies controller.
Oh, no, we need an ID. Get similar. ID. Trying to do it as a collection. It's got to be on a member, which is what we said in the routes. Okay, so now it fails because it doesn't exist. So now we go back to movies controller. similar. Let's run that RSpec again. Okay, now we're missing view. Missing the view. Okay, so under views, if I create a similar.html.haml, and I'm guessing this is going to be similar to our index. Because it's going to be a list.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to copy this index file into the similar one, and then I'll edit that a little bit. So we don't need our form.
All similars.
Movies. Just change our headings back to title and release date. Okay. Okay, so our RSpec is passing now, even though we haven't actually put anything in that action. Cucumber, right. Okay, so when I follow find movies with the same director, I get undefined method each for nil class on our view, which is what we thought. All right, so back to our movies controller. All right, so what are we actually sending here? Similar. We're going to send. Oh, we're going to send the director's name. All right, so back in
Name or the ID?
Well, it's going to be searching by director, so we don't have an ID for director. It's just going to have to be director's name.
Okay.
All right, so back in our controller spec, it wasn't ID, it was director. Just as a okay. Well, maybe we do it the other way. Maybe we do pass ID, and then we'll have to look up that movie, find out what the director is, and then search from there. Okay, so on our where's our movies controller?
Okay, but we're sending the ID of the movie, right?
Yeah, so we'll send the ID of the movie in the params.
So
So what we want to do, so back in our RSpec, do I get similar? Okay, so say this is the movie controller. Okay, so we want to say get movie. Movie to right. So I'm just trying to. So it's going to expect movie, so that should fail now. All right, so we're saying we didn't search for movie, so we go back to our movie controller. All right, it's pretty much going to be the same as our show one for now. Both failed now. Okay. Okay, so this is where we have to start setting up mocks and everything. All right, did you want to have a drive? Because we're coming up on 15 minutes since I took over.
actually, I'm quite lost in this.
So are you there?
Hello, can you try to finish this
Hello, can
part,
you
please?
yeah, okay. All right, I'm just trying to work out how we can do this. All right, I think what we need to do is set up a mock. So we really need to do a before each. All right, so underneath this scribe similar, we want to do a before each. We want to do our movie. Hw5. Right, so what I've tried to do is before each one of these scenarios is run, it's going to set up it's going to allow this find. So in the controller, we do movie.find. So I've said allow movie.find to receive font and return this this dummy movie. Right, so I'll see if that actually runs. Oh, we haven't actually called get. Maybe it's not liking that. Oh no, there we go. We passed that now. Okay, so that's getting somewhere. So now we want to see so just by director. This time we want to expect movie to receive. This will be similar to what we set up in our path. So we'll be doing a where and director. So it'll be, we want to receive a where with should be searching for dummy director. Try that again. Syntax error. No, I just missed it too. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So it fails, but that's because we haven't actually put it in yet. All right, so what we need to do, movies equals movie dot where director movie director. All right, so in our view, we've I just copied it, so we're still using this this movies field. So I've just searched for all movies where that director
the same director
is equal to the director of the movie we've picked up there. So let's
that makes sense.
Cross fingers and see if that works now. Cross fingers. Okay, it did not work. Okay. Did we just not save or something? Oh, okay. I haven't actually done the get yet. Okay, so if I do get, so back on my RSpec file, I'd forgotten to do the actual get, so it wasn't actually executing the code. So I'll try it again. Okay, now we've got a pass. All right, so I run Cucumber. See if we got any further.
It's passing.
Okay, so same thing. So now we have to set up a path for the similar movies page. All right, so do you want to have a drive now?
Okay.
It'll be back on the paths page. All right, so it's going to be pretty similar to the ones we've done so far. It's just going to be the regex is just going to change to the similar movies page. All right, yeah, that looks right. All right, so if you, yeah, save that, run Cucumber again. Okay, we're getting there. Now it says, so we're failing on, then I should be on the home page. When I follow.
So what exactly is required to do the...
Okay, so we've finished the second scenario now, so that's actually working. Our find movie with the same director, that's all good. We're on to the third scenario now, where it's saying it can't find similar movies if we don't know the director. Okay, so we're doing the sad path. All right, so in this case, what we'll need to do, we need to go back to RSpec again. And what we need to do is say, maybe we should, if we go back to the movie spec page, and maybe wrap what we've got there in a context. So have you done context in RSpec before? It's just a grouping. You there?
Sorry, actually, I'm not sure how to do this.
Okay. Well, we so on the aspect page for the movies control, we can basically continue from here, and so we need to do a context where there is a it does, so the search for director does return something, and then another context where the context doesn't return, or the search for directors doesn't return anything.
Okay, can you try doing this, please? Can you
You
try
there?
for this, please?
Okay, sure. All right. All right, so what we'll do, so we'll continue from where we are. Do text. Actually, what's our? Oh, sorry, I'm just going back to Cucumber just to see. Given I'm on the details page for aliens, then I should not see Ridley Scott. Okay, in this case, so what we're doing is it's not where they search and there's no movies. It's when the movie has no valid director. All right, so on our aspect page, we want to do a context has valid director. Context does not have valid director. Okay, so in this case, okay, so if we do a similar thing, so we'll do a before each. In this case, we'll do allow movie. Okay, what are we doing? So we need to do, so it just doesn't have a valid director. All right, I think we've already actually done our happy path here. So what if I do all right, so that's our happy path. So we just want to make the sad path now. So we want to go do the same thing. In this case, director is blank. We will say it does not search by director. this case, we want to say expect movie to not receive I think that's enough. So if we say in with the sad case, if there is no director, we should not see the all right. So if I run that again, and no, that can't be right. Forgot to call the get again. No. Okay. All right. So we're failing because we haven't updated the movies controller. So in this case, we want to add some conditions here. We want to say if movie is null. We want to do one thing, otherwise we want to do this search. All right, so now we're passing. If I run Cucumber again, okay, now we've got to actually say we want to do a redirect here.
Movies path.
Yeah, so in the case where there is no director for the movie, we want to redirect to the homepage. That's what it's expecting us to do in the Cucumber. Oh, all right, so we still want to do a get. We want to expect a response. Back to sorry, the redirect to index, I think it was. Which is new path. Which will fail because we haven't. Okay, so the view that's failing because the view is mapping that, trying to map movies. All right, so now we need to go back to our movies controller. And if it is nil or empty, we want to redirect to movies path. All right, so we're getting a bit further. So it's saying then I should be on the home page. Okay, so Cucumber's expecting us to be on the page, but our routes is actually mapping that back to movies. Okay, so I think we can just update our paths. All right, so our home page is really movies path.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, all right. Now I think we're getting pretty close. Do you want to drive the next part? What we need to do is put a flash message when there is no valid director. Would you like to have a go of that one? I can talk you through it if you like.
Okay, but I might need a little of your help.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Look, start on the movie specs, the movie controls. All right, so we're going back to R spec. All right, so what we want to do, yeah, after that last one there where it says redirect to index, just create a new spec. Is that right? Does that R spec run? Looks like we're missing an end or something there.
Hello?
Oh, okay. No, we've got a syntax error in the specs file at the moment. We're missing an end on that last redirect.
Redirect. Where exactly? Which number? What line?
If after line 42, if you put an extra enter in there and stick an N.
Okay.
Yeah, so that end below, that end on line 44 now is for the context. Yeah, that looks better.
Okay.
Let me run that again. Let me just run that again to make sure it still runs. Yeah, okay, so that's good. So what we need to do now in that spec, what we need to do is add a new scenario. So after that redirects to index, we want to add another one saying, you know, it assigns a flash warning like that. Oh, sorry, above that last end you've got there.
Do you want me to
Same
create the context, right?
context. Still doing it in the context of does not have a valid director.
Okay.
Yeah, just that's
Here.
it. So just create a new one there. So it assigns, you know, a flash warning message. Okay.
So practically we have to make the same thing, right?
Yeah. You need to do the get similar part. Yeah. So we're not going to test the response time. We're going to say expect flash warning to equal whatever that message is. Okay, so it'll be flash and then square brackets and warning. Yeah. And then to EQL.
Context.
And in this case, it's going to just the title is just or we've just called it dummy here, so it'll just be dummy. What's the error message in Cucumber?
Oh, you.
All right, so I'm just going to paste in the error message from Cucumber. All right, so it's
Okay.
basically single quote title and then has no director info.
What about
So in
doing
that
something like
case,
this? What about doing something like this to contain?
yeah, well,
You feel that
that should
this?
work. I don't know.
Let's try.
Yeah, sure, we can try that. I think there's a typo in Flash. Yeah, you spelled Flash wrong. You need an H.
Okay.
All right, try that again. Okay, yeah, there is no contain.
No method error. So to match.
Yeah, the contains not right. So I might need to do match or something like that. So we can do it as a regex, or what can we do? Um, okay, you've done that. So match. So I'll try. Okay, yeah, so I think that's working now. So, well, we're getting a fail, but that's because we haven't updated the controller. So I think that's good. Also, you've got a typo in warning. You need to put an N in there in the.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so that's it. So I think that's good now. We're failing in the right spot. Now we need to go back to the actual controller. So back to that similar action again. And just before we redirect, we need to set that flash warning. All right, it was single quote and then the title.
Shit. What was the message? The message was has no director info.
That looks like
Right?
it needs single quotes around it, and you also need to do a hash symbol in front of it.
Yeah, forgot it. Something like this, right?
Yeah, and single quotes around it as well.
Single quote. Okay.
Yeah, just yeah, one on each side.
Okay.
All right, that looks pretty
Try
good.
running
Let's
cucumber.
run it.
Okay.
No, we're still failing. Okay, in your regex in the RSpec, you've got single quotes around it. If you get rid of those single quotes, I think it'll be better. Sorry, the
Okay.
single quotes was around the movie title, not around the whole thing.
Okay, on the controller, right?
Yeah, yeah. In the RSpec spec, you've got single quotes inside your regex.
Not single quotes. What do you say? Oh,
All right, so here we go. See if our RSpec passes now. Okay, so RSpec is passing. So we'll run Cucumber. All right, all green on the Cucumber. So I think we're pretty good.
seems good.
You there?
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think we're done. We're all green on the Cucumber now. I think that's ready for us to actually submit.
Okay. You wanna try some try?
You're right. You can see that.
Sorry.
All right, so I'm going to have to stop now because I've actually got to go to work. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here, and I've got to go. All right, so you're
Okay.
happy?
Okay.
I think we've finished. I think it's ready to submit now.
Okay. Can we have this? Okay. Hold on a second. I gonna save it, and that's it. We can drop off.
So you cut out again then. What was that?
I'm downloading the the all the
Oh,
team we
okay,
are.
sure. Yeah, yeah. That's fine. I won't kick you off the Cloud9 or anything. I'll just stop the recording.
Okay, okay.
Okay.